On August 12, 2021, firefighters were called to the home of 25-year-old Cargin Madison. They found the house ablaze. 3 people, including Cargin, were rescued from the home. There was a dog who had passed away. Cargin was rushed straight to the hospital with life-threatening injuries. He was conscious long enough to tell police that the fire had been set by his ex-boyfriend, 39-year-old Willie Joe Lloyd. Police locate Joe Lloyd, bringing him down to the station for questioning.
Would you like to do the talking since you're more experienced in this?
No, did what?
Would you do more of the talking since you're more experienced?
Yeah.
Just waiting for you to say, hello, you talking to me?
Yeah, you do.
I mean, I do. I know.
You got your, you got a one call?
Yeah. It's on in custody. You want me to sit over in that green chair? Yep, right there. No. Alright, Mr. Lloyd. I'm Detective Mathis. I'm with the Robinson Police Department. This is Sergeant Young. Real quick, I just want to make sure that you understand all your rights. You have the right to remain silent and not make any statement at all, and that any statement that you make may be used against you at your trial. Any statement you make may be used as evidence against you in court. You also have the right to have an attorney present to advise you prior to and during any questioning. And if you're unable to employ that lawyer, you have the right to have a lawyer appointed to you to advise you prior to and during any questioning. You also have a right to terminate this interview at any time. And do you understand your rights? Like I said, I'm Detective Mathis with the Robinson Police Department. This is Sergeant Young. Do you mind talking to us? Can you speak up? Sorry, I can't hear you with the mask. Okay.
Mr. Lloyd, obviously you know why we're here. You know why you're here.
I really, to be honest with you, I don't know why I'm here. I mean, I know what they tell me I'm here for, but
Okay.
that's all I know because I don't understand why I'm here for what they're telling me I'm here for.
Okay. You understand that at this point you're a suspect, you're a prime suspect in an arson investigation, okay, along with 3 counts of attempted capital murder. Now, with that being said, what makes this a capital offense is that there were more than one person, okay, that was in the home, okay, that has the potential to die from the injuries that are sustained in that house fire, okay? And from statements made by those victims, that you are the person that came in and doused him with gasoline and lit him on fire.
I was at home.
What's considered home to you?
I was at my mama's house.
What's your mom's address?
What?
Spruce?
Mm-hmm.
Is that out in
And T.
T? Is that a home, apartment? Apartment 14.
Oh.
Okay. What time did you get to your mom's house yesterday? Or not yesterday, well, did the 11th?
Yeah.
On the 11th.
Probably I think 11 something.
Is that AM, PM?
PM.
Was there anyone home with you?
My mom and my brother,
What's your brother's name?
Jason Lloyd.
What did you do before you got to your mom's house?
I rode around with with a friend, and then I left and I went to my mom's.
Where were you rolling around at?
All around Waco.
Okay. Were you around in Robinson the day before?
We stopped at the store. We went to the we stopped at the store and got a Coke soda.
Okay. And what store was that?
No level.
Okay. What time was that?
It was like, I don't know, probably 6 or 7.
Okay. What vehicle were you driving?
I was in my Challenger.
Okay. That's the white Challenger?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Who was a friend you were with?
Adrian.
You know how old?
Like 23, I think, 22, 23.
Is she white, black, Hispanic? How old is your mom?
60 something.
And your brother?
36, I think, maybe.
Who drove your car, your white Challenger? Just you?
Me, no, I mean, me, my brother, I let my friends drive.
Okay. And okay, so when did you leave Waco and head home?
Like, I want to say probably about, I don't remember, it was maybe a little after 9, because it take an hour and something to get to tea.
Okay. Okay. So where all were y'all at while you were in Waco?
We rolled around, we rolled around Robinson. We went over to the South Terrace Apartments. We rolled out to Bellmead. We rode through East Waco. And I think that's as far as we. And I went and dropped her back off. And I went over to K. Ross and visited with my aunt for a little while before I went and picked her up.
Before you picked up Adrian?
Before I picked up Adrian here.
Okay. Where all were you at in Robinson?
We went to the gas. We rolled past the apartment. Then we went to the gas station and got the Coke soda. And that was it.
Okay.
Why'd you go past the apartment?
Because me and Cargin was having a conversation, and I had asked him if I could see him, and he said no. And we rolled past the apartment and we went on.
Okay.
About what time was that?
That was probably about probably about a little after 6, maybe.
6 p.m.?
Yeah.
Okay.
How are you two talking?
Me and Cargin.
Yes, sir.
We were really trying. I was trying to get an understanding of our our breakup or whatever. He was really talking to Adrian, and I was listening while they were talking, and then he said some stuff, and I ended up on the phone and was asking him how we got to the place that we were, and that was really it.
Were y'all actually on the phone, or was it text messages?
We were on the phone at first, and then on my way home to my mom's is when we were texting back and forth.
So what time should that have been?
When we were texting back and forth,
Right.
I don't know what time the last text message, but like I said, when I got ready to head home, I dropped Adrian off. I think maybe a little after 9. We were still texting, and he said he didn't want to text, he didn't want to talk, he didn't want to see me. I said thank you, and I went on.
Okay.
You said about 6 is whenever he was on the phone with Adrian, somewhere around there.
Yeah. Because he was telling her that he had just got into it with some girl on his job real bad, and they sent him home.
So, let me ask you this, Mr. Lloyd. Why would Cargin tell us that you were the one that came to the house?
I don't know, maybe because we broke up. We had the little, I don't call it an argument, but the little conversation on the phone. I don't know. Every time something happens, it's always me with him. Even the breakup is about me. Everything is always about me. But dude, I love to do it out of my heart. I wouldn't ever do anything to hurt him physically. Ever.
Okay. Why would he say that you're the one that he saw?
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to figure out. I was there home. I wasn't there on my life, on my kids. For the life of me, I can't understand why it would be me. Because like I said, anybody that know me, he know I wouldn't do nothing to ever try to hurt him. Not like that. My conversation was turning in some pictures that he had sent me from the bank. But physically hurting Cargin, no. Never.
Okay. Well, and so you drove your car home to Tig, and
Yes.
and what you're telling us is you were in that apartment from what time?
11 something until they came and got me.
Okay.
Did you leave the apartment at all in between there?
I think I took my brother to drop him off at his wife's house.
Okay.
What time was that at?
I don't remember.
Was it light outside, dark outside?
It was dark. It was nighttime.
Okay. So this is still Wednesday night. Okay. So where does his wife live?
In the trailer park in T.
Okay. So you took your brother to the trailer park in Tig, dropped him off with his wife?
In fact, no, it wasn't. I took my nephew to drop him off in the trailer park, and I came back.
Okay. Who's your nephew?
His name is Andreas.
Okay. And where'd you go after you dropped Andreas off?
Back to my mom's house.
Okay.
Andreas' last name also Lloyd?
No, I don't know what last name he goes in.
Okay.
So, and you said about what time was that?
I don't know, maybe 12 something, maybe like at 12. I was there for a few minutes, and he was about to walk, and he asked me if I'd give him a ride, and I gave him a ride.
Okay. So around midnight?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
How long does it take you to get from the trailer park back to the house?
My brother went in there and stayed for about, I think maybe 15 minutes, and then came back out. So we were probably gone about 25 minutes.
Okay. So who was in the car with you? Was it Andreas and your brother?
Then we went to the trailer park.
Okay. So who stayed at the trailer park?
My nephew.
Okay. So you and your brother were in the car, and y'all went back to the apartment.
To my mom's house.
Okay. And did anybody leave after that?
No. Well, my brother did. He went somewhere to somebody. I think he went back to the trailer park.
Okay. How did he get back over there?
In my car.
What
And
time
what
was
time
it?
was that?
I don't know. It wasn't long after that.
How long was he gone for?
All night. Well, all morning.
You say all morning, like, until you got picked up, or?
Until I had called him and told him I would let him know when to come back. So, when me and my mama were ready to go to the grocery store, he was already outside.
What time was that?
I think it was like 9:30, somewhere in there.
Okay. Does your brother know where Cargin lives?
I don't think so. I don't think he ever been over there.
Okay. Okay.
In fact, no, only my kids. Only my kids and my sister and them know he live. I don't think my brother know.
Okay. So I'm trying to figure out, number one, why somebody who possibly thinks they're gonna die would name you as a person that just lit them, a friend of theirs, and their house on fire.
So I don't, like I said, I don't know. I mean, like, I don't have a bone in me that would do any harm to anybody. And like I said, every time we get into it or we have some kind of issue, it's always me. I mean, maybe because we fell out, we broke up, he decided to blame it on me because I'm the last person that he conversated with or whatever, but no.
Is anybody else in your family upset with Cargin?
Nobody even knew what was going on.
Between the two of you?
Yeah, they didn't. He called my mama and told my mama, but nobody else knew. All of our friends, all the people we socialized with know.
So your brother didn't know either?
So why did they think you had moved out and moved back home?
But they really didn't know because I've been working in Dallas. So I hadn't really been just staying. I come, but not just, I come and spend the night, but not just staying.
Okay.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that maybe my mama may have told my brother, but as far as me going into a detail with him about what was going on, I never include my family in that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Because at the end of the day, when we've reconciled and decided we're going to get back together, then here it is, you still got family members pissed off, so I never did that.
Okay.
He called my mama and told my mama that we wasn't together. So that's how my mama ended up finding out, because I never would have told her.
And when did that happen?
He done called us several times since we broke up, so I don't know.
Okay, and that was about 2 weeks ago, 2.5 weeks ago?
I know he called her that Saturday or that Sunday, and then he's called her again since then.
Okay.
What did he tell her whenever he called her?
To be honest with you, I know she said that he asked if I was there the first time and said that, well, we broke up. And my mom is dead hard of hearing, so
right.
She hear and she don't hear. So I mean, he told her that we was no longer together, and he was calling to check on me or something. But
okay.
That's just he may have said more or whatever, but that's just the part that
you got from him. Okay. When was the last time that you had any physical contact with Cargin?
2 weeks ago when you put me out.
Okay. Okay.
So besides that conversation that night with him and Adrian, when's the last time y'all talked?
I mean, I text him almost every day.
Does he respond or?
No.
So when's the last time he responded?
The other day when
before the Adrian.
To be honest with you, I don't like he would heart stuff and like stuff, but sometimes wouldn't say nothing. I don't remember the actual last time that.
Okay.
Why did you two break up?
There's a number of reasons. The first time, this last time. To be honest with you, I don't know. He just woke up Saturday morning, sent me some messages. I asked, I responded to the messages. He told me that we didn't vibe no more. There was no connection. Told me that we were basically going through the motions. I sent him a message back and responded to it and asked him, did he want me to leave? And by the time I got back to the house from where I had went, he had my stuff packed and sitting at the door and had called Robinson PD.
I noticed there was a crib upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
Now, that was for one of your daughter, your kid?
We were adopting the kid together.
Okay. And where is that baby at?
CPS right now.
Okay, so it hadn't gone through yet, or? Okay.
Were y'all fostering to adopt, or?
You know, the girl Adrian Smith had the baby,
Okay.
and she didn't want it, so we were adopted for her.
Okay.
So, I just want to make sure I have this right. So she had the baby, and I guess CPS took the baby from her?
She tested positive for marijuana, and the baby did too.
Okay, so then they have it, so they were looking at placing the, temporary placement until adoption with you guys.
Right, because Cargin told them that he smokes marijuana.
Okay.
So they took the baby into custody.
How long ago was that?
That was the day, well, a couple of days after the baby was born, so it's been 3 weeks or more. I think the baby was born on the 6th. Is it the 6th?
August or July?
Of August. Wait, what's the date? Yeah,
Feel
Age
13?
of 13.
I think the 6th of August, I think.
Okay, is when they took him? Or
Yeah,
when he was born?
Is when he was born. He was born around 5th or 6th of August, I think it was.
Okay, now your car is it a two-door, four-door, what is it, Charger or Challenger?
It's a challenge.
It's a Challenger, okay. It's a two-door, four-door?
2 doors.
Okay. Is there any reason that we would see your vehicle in Robinson on cameras from people's houses around that area? That time in the morning?
At what time of the morning?
At 2 o'clock in the morning?
No, sir.
And when you and Cargin texted that night, was it an argument or was it just texting?
It was just texting back and forth. I mean, I was just basically trying to get an understanding, to get some closure. It wasn't like arguing. It was just like me saying, is this, is this really going on? Is this really what we doing,
How long were you and Cargin together?
Almost a year. September something would have been a year.
So 2020 is when you two started dating. How'd you two know each other?
Had we meet?
Yeah.
His brother played the drums for my church. That's how, that was one of the initial ways that I became to know of him. And then I met him again at a funeral. And then he sort of kind of like kept popping up on my Facebook as people, you make friend suggestions, as it says on Facebook.
Yeah.
Why would you think somebody would come up with a plan of dousing somebody in gasoline and lighting them on fire?
So I don't know. Seriously, I don't. This has my head hurting, my chest hurting and all of that because, like I said, I love Cargin. I've been in love with Cargin. So, when his cousin texted me yesterday morning was like, you need to turn yourself into the police, I was like, for what? And she never said nothing else about it. And so I went on, I was asleep, and Just, I mean, and I'm laying there thinking, like, what is she talking about? And in my mind, I was like, okay, so what have Cargin told them I've done now? What did he say I said this time? I mean, because I had made a post on Facebook when we broke up, and he sent me a message and said I was trash. He was telling people how I left him and had mistreated him and all that, so I made a post on Facebook to tell people what had really went on between us. But that's it. The embarrassment part, me telling him that I was gonna go to the bank and share the pictures that he had sent me of the people's accounts he had sent, with showing how much money they had in their account. That was just me, out of hurt. I was like, okay, you doing this to me without an understanding. So let me take these pictures. But at the end of the day, as long as I've had those pictures, we broke up almost 2 weeks ago. I never had any intention to take the pictures to the people. Because like I said, if y'all took my phone, if you read in the text messages, here it is, I'm still trying, even though you done broke up with me, I'm still telling you, asking you, is there something we can do to fix whatever's going on, where the place that we are in.
Okay. So because he hurt you so much, I mean, obviously that would upset you or anger you.
Not to a place to try to hurt it, no sir.
Okay.
I've never been angry at Cargin. I've been hurt, but never been angry. Cargin gave me STD. Cargin cheated on me. I mean, I've gone through a lot of stuff with Cargin, but not anything that would constitute trying to hurt him physically.
Okay. So I still come back to why would somebody who thinks they may be dying say that you're the one that did them?
So
if there was any love there at all between the two of you?
I don't, and to be honest with you, I don't think he ever loved, and anybody, any of our people that we socialize with, they'll tell you I've said it a million times. I don't think that Cargin ever loved me. I was in love with Cargin and loved Cargin. That's what the difference is.
Okay.
But as I said, and if you talk to Adrian or any of those other people, they'll tell you that Cargin got into a really bad argument with Adrian's sister last Friday over the phone or something. And then again with whoever the person was on his job. Cargin always into something and angering somebody, but not me to a place of wanting to hurt him.
So if we search your phone, there's nothing in your phone that we're gonna find?
So, no matter.
Speaking of your phone, I mean, I know you gave your passcode to the marshals. Do you know your password for the iCloud?
Yeah.
And that's the password for the iCloud?
Yeah, when you type to unlock my phone, you have to type in his name.
Okay.
It's numbers, but it spells out his name.
Okay. Is that the same for your iCloud password?
I'm trying to. And it may have a exclamation point.
Do you know anyone that would actually want to hurt Cargin to that degree?
Not personally, no.
Nothing that's ever told you, talked to you about anyone?
I mean, he always talked about being into it with people, but Cargin never just really went into no details or any of that with me. He always talked to his sister.
So, Mr. Lloyd, you said there should be no reason that we would see or find your vehicle on surveillance video in Robinson, anywhere around there.
Early in the day, yeah, when I rode through there, but other than that, no.
Not anything after midnight.
No, sir.
Shouldn't be there.
And what time do you think you left Robinson?
I mean, I think we rolled past the apartments and stopped into the Valero. That may have been, that had to be like maybe 7 or something like that, because I don't think well, it was after 7 because I didn't, so 6:30 I was still in my aunt's house. I left. She texted me. I drove around to her house. I picked her up.
Where does Adrian live?
She lives in the K. Ross apartment.
Does your aunt live in Kate Ross as well? Okay. Alright, sorry. So you picked her up?
And we rolled out to Bellmead. Then we rolled to East Waco. In the midst of us riding to East Waco, Cargin and Adrian were on the phone, and that's when he was telling her about getting into it with the girl on the job real bad. And they sent him home.
Did he say why they got in an argument?
He said he was trying to do his positioning guide at the job, and the girl started calling him some this and just going on and on, telling him how she had been doing what she was doing and she wasn't about to stop doing it because he was there. And just kept telling him that she wasn't going nowhere. She was still gonna be there, and he was gonna lose his job, and just going on and on and on.
Okay. So them two are talking as they are driving through East Waco.
Right.
So what happened after that?
And then after he got to telling her about that, she told him, Carter told her that his feelings was hurt because she was talking to me. Because she had me on FaceTime when they were at the bank or whatever. And then he had started saying how he didn't want to talk to me right now, and going on and on.
So Adrian works at the bank with Cargin?
She went to get something notarized or something. I don't know what it was.
Okay. And she was FaceTiming with you when you did it? Okay. So he had his feelings hurt. What happened after that?
He was saying how he didn't want to see me, and he was going back and forward, and then told. And then after that, I think he hung up, and me and Adrian was still riding. And that's when we rolled out past the house.
So from 6:30 to then, how long do you think it had been?
Probably about 30 minutes. Maybe not even that long, just however long it took. Well, from where we went out, we went to Bellmead, then we rolled to East Waco, then we went out there. So probably, I don't know, give or take 45 minutes, an hour.
So say 7:30ish?
Yeah.
So after the house, you went to where?
Where did we go? We went. Where did we go? I think we went to the gas station. And that's when I got the Coke. I went in and got the soda.
And then
One of the police officers had the receipt. They took the receipt out of my pocket.
that picked you up yesterday?
Yeah.
Okay. So after the gas station, where'd you two go?
We went over to, what are those apartments called? To the Project South Terrace.
Okay.
How long ago was South Terrace?
Probably maybe an hour or so.
And then after South Terrace, what'd you two do?
I went and dropped her off at home, and I headed back to T. Well, to T.
Did you stop anywhere between here and T?
did. I stopped at the Valero on the way out to get some gas.
Which Valero?
The one across from Bush's Chicken in Bellevue.
Okay. What time was that?
I don't know the exact
Okay.
time.
No, I mean, that's fine.
Because that's when it was a guy that has a challenger, told me my driver's side headlight was out.
Okay.
And he said, you got home, you took your brother and your nephew, and then you went back home. And then from that point, it was you, your brother, and your mom at the house all night.
No, it was me and my mom that my brother went to wherever he went for his girlfriend or whatever.
Okay.
And he took your car?
Yeah.
Is that the only vehicle that y'all have? Okay. Would your brother have any reason to come to Robinson?
No, he wouldn't even been able to make it because I didn't have enough gas for that.
How much gas did you put in your car? When you stopped at the Belmead?
I think maybe $12.
Did you pay cash or
$10.
cash or pay at the pump or how did you
I
pay?
paid cash.
How much gas did you think you had left when you got home?
The night before I eat. I think. The bit before I eat.
You can't think of anybody that would want to hurt Cargin. Do you know what happened to Cargin?
I don't. I mean, I got a text message. I got a text message from a mutual friend of ours and asked me, did I burn him or something? And I texted her back and I was like, hell no. And she was like, well, his sister sent me a message. And she sent me the message that his sister sent. And I was like, where did you get that from? And she said, I got it from his sister. And I was like, man, and I sent her a message, I say, me and Cargin, I think I said me and Cargin fall out, but I ain't never wanted to hurt him physically.
What did the text say that his sister sent her?
Joe, I think it said Joe set my brother on fire.
When did you get
And
that?
I was in the process of getting, after I read the message, I was about to call Cargin and ask Cargin why he was, why you tell somebody I'm bothering you again. And by that time, all the police was swooping up on me, so I couldn't.
So what time do you think you got a text saying that something happened with Cargin?
The first minute, just like from the beginning,
Yeah, you
the
said that
first
cousin
message
texted you
text
too,
me,
right?
it was like, maybe like 3 something in the morning.
Is when the cousin
I
texted you?
think it was early. Cause she asked me where I was.
And who was that texted you?
His cousin Kiki.
And she just asked you where you were at?
She asked me where I was, and I texted her back and I said, I'm at my sister's.
Where does your sister live?
My sister?
Yeah.
My sister lives in Dallas, but I was at my mom's house. I just told her I'm at my sister's.
Oh, okay.
And who sent you the text message about what his sister sent.
His friend, our mutual friend, Key.
K-E-Y.
Mm-hmm.
So when Kiki asked you where you were at, did she say anything past that?
No, I said, I told her and my sisters, and she sent me the text and said, you need to turn yourself into the police department. And I texted her back and I said, for what? And she didn't say anything else after that until I had made a post on Facebook. I just shared a video on Facebook and she sent me a message back, and this was, I don't remember what time it was, because I have sleep apnea, so I get up and down, and I pee all night long. She sent me a message and told me I had a lot of nerve posting something that had to do with church after all I done to her cousin.
Okay.
And I think I messaged her back and said, what did I do to Cargin now?
Okay. What is Key's name?
Her real name? Key or Kiki?
Well, both of them.
Kiki, what is her real name? Keonja, I think.
And that's a cousin.
Mm-hmm. I really don't know.
Okay.
Because I never had a phone number. She sent me a message through Messenger.
Okay. And what about Key? Who is Key?
She's a mutual friend of ours that lives in Tyler. And I don't know her real name either. All I know in my phone is Key, it says Key, Babe's best friend. Babe's friend, I think is what I put it under.
Okay.
But she's friends with Cargin's sister?
She with Cargin and Cargin's sister.
Okay. And that's who his sister sent that text message to.
And then she sent you the screenshot and asked you if you burned them.
Mm-hmm.
And you said that was right before kind of right around the time that the cop showed up. So you really still don't know, like, Cargin, what's going on with Cargin beside?
I don't.
So if I was going to tell you that Cargin is pretty extensively burned, more may or not actually make it, how would that make you feel?
It really bothers me. I've never been in no shit like this. And on my life, I wouldn't do nothing to hurt him.
There's no one that you can think of that would hurt him.
Nobody that I know personally.
Even if you don't know him personally, just names anyone that you
Nothing like I see. Like I said, Cargin always in tune with somebody. Always, but I mean, like I said, he always say, I got it, I'll take care of it, it's okay, it ain't no big deal. But as far as like anybody ever threatening or anything like that, I don't know nothing about it, cause like I said, he'd always go and talk to his sister before he'd tell me anything. I would always get the end of everything.
So you have no idea who it could be. You don't know why him and his sister would say that you're the one that did it.
I must think because I'm the last person that, because we broke up, I really don't know, so I promise you I don't.
I mean, I can't see.
I had to be, I had to try to fight him before I try to hurt him like that, you know what I'm saying? This the dude that I done spent almost a whole year with, I would never try to hurt him, not even emotionally or any of that. I mean, like I said, I could have been a guy fired from the job or any of that if I was just really fucked up about it. But I mean, I'm trying to reconcile and make the relationship work. I ain't trying to do nothing to hurt him or end it. We was in the process of adopting a whole kid together.
Do you have any kids outside of that one?
I got 3 kids.
Did you adopt them, or are they
Yeah.
biological kids?
Kids that love the hell out of Cargin.
So if you thought that he was cheating on you or with somebody else, that you wouldn't
Oh, he done
do anything like
he done
this?
cheated on me several times.
Okay.
And one of those times he gave you an STD, correct?
Yes.
Have y'all broken up before?
Yes.
When did y'all break up before?
When he gave me the STD, we wasn't even a whole breakup. By the time I got a couple of miles down the road, we reconciled and I came back.
When do you think that was?
March, I think it was February, March. It was around Valentine's Day.
Have you been with anybody that would be upset at Cargin for getting back with you or breaking up with you, or?
Not seeing anyone now that would be pissed off if you're trying to reconcile with them?
Nobody even knows. You know, since we broke up, I done text back and forth with a couple of people or whatever, but not been with nobody, because I only text back and forth to try and take my mind off the fact that, you know, hey, y'all are broken up, but as far as physically being with somebody, I would never. And like I said, only the people that we socialize with on a regular even know that we even broke up.
Is anyone mad at them?
A lot of people are mad. Well, I won't say mad, but upset about the fact.
Do you understand? That's the way this happened. That's very passionate. That's very personal.
It is.
And, you know, to cause that type of injury to somebody that's gonna, if he lives, and that's a big if, years, decades of reconstructive surgery. That's if he lives.
It's crazy.
But no one that was upset with nothing on his friend group that would want to cause him harm like
I
that?
don't think so. But like I said, I don't know who the person is he got into it with at the job. I don't know who the person is he got into it with that Friday. I don't know any of that stuff. I just know that he got into it with 2 different people on 2 different occasions.
So with someone that's in that kind of pain, you know, a lot of times we look at it, it's looked at as a dying declaration.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? In his mind, he didn't know if he was going to live or die. Why would in that time, if he had any feelings for you at any point in his life, why would he point the finger at you as being the one?
I'm telling you, I don't. All I can say is maybe he that was his thing, but maybe Joe mad at me. So this is Joe on everything. This is not me. That's the only answer I can give you is him saying, well, this is Joe, because Joe is pissed off. That's the only answer I can give you. But as I said, I've never even been mad about it. I mean, broken, I mean, hurt, but I wasn't even just like, because in my mind, we gonna get back together. You know, it's not, we done been through this. We break up, I mean, he be mad for a moment or whatever. And then we fix whatever the situation is gonna be. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I've come to know Cargin is on medication, so, you know, I know that Cargin, he skips out sometimes. And he have his mood swings and don't wanna be bothered. But then he'll come back around and be like, you know, come home, let's fix whatever the situation may be.
What is he on medication for?
Depression, anxiety,
Do you know what medication he's on?
I don't remember the name of it.
Is it 1 pill or 2 or?
He takes one, I think.
If you were gonna go in that house, how would you go in?
To the front door.
Okay.
Do you have a key to the house still?
No, they don't lock the front, we never lock the front door.
What about the back door?
It don't lock either,
The back door doesn't?
no,
Has it ever locked?
no. Not since I've known him.
So if he told us that he looked you in the eyes and it was you, and then the next thing he saw was flames,
He would be lying to you. No, sir.
How would it make you feel if he died? Thinking that you're the last person, that you were the one that did it?
That would really, really mess me up. I couldn't even imagine it. We both told each other we would lose our minds if something happened to one another. And I've really been sitting there in the cell trying not to flip out because, like I said, I've been trying to really figure out if this is for real or not. If this is serious, and even if the guy tell you that I rode with yesterday, I was like, sir, are you serious? Do you not have the wrong person? Because I don't have an evil bone in my body. And as I told the man, if you were picking me up for counterfeiting or something like that a few years ago, then I would have been like, I know what you're here for. But you here telling me that you coming to pick me up for attempted murder, that's not, no. No, if you were picking me up for just fighting or causing a scene, then maybe, but not trying to hurt nobody to a point of killing them, no. I got 3 kids and a whole life. Oh, sir.
well, what do you think would make Cargin do that?
That's the only answer I can give you is that he assumed it was me because he told me he didn't want me. And that's the only answer I can give you. He made up in his mind, hey, this is Joe mad, so this is Joe. But it's not me. It's not me.
Have y'all ever gotten into a physical fight or anything like that in the past?
No. I don't do no physical stuff like that.
You understand, it doesn't look real good right now, obviously. Because, we've got a man that's, for all intents and purposes, on his deathbed. And he's naming you.
It's not me.
And, he's sitting there with somewhere around 80% burns on his body.
It's not me.
If you were in our position, what would you think? If you're in our position and you got a victim that's sitting there telling you this is who did it.
I mean, I don't know how I would think in your position. I don't. I mean, you're the police. He's a victim of the situation, and he called my name. So I mean, it's natural for you to just do your job or whatever, or to assume that, I guess, that he's telling you the truth based on the fact that he in the situation he's in. But on everything I stand for, this is not me. No. No.
Well, it does make it a lot harder considering the fact that he is on life support. He can't say anything now.
Yeah, and I don't know when if he'll ever be able to tell us anything different. Makes our job very difficult.
I don't know what else to say. I don't don't know what else to say.
Well, understand that what you've been charged with, I don't know how well it's been explained to you, okay? But there are 3 counts, okay, on this charge. One is for Cargin, one is for his sister, who was also in the house at the time, and one is for the friend that was staying there, who also received severe burns and who is also on life support right now.
And even Lisa know I wouldn't try to hurt them.
You say Lisa, is that his sister?
His sister. Why do you think she would say that?
That was me.
Do you think it'd be just because that's what Cargin told her, or?
That would have to be because Lisa know I wouldn't try to hurt them. Me and Lisa done had many conversations about me and Cargin's relationship. Do nothing to hurt him or her. Yeah, I talk a lot of shit and you know, and try to make people feel bad, but they ain't never not hurting somebody, no.
Well, have you ever given them reason to believe?
That I would physically hurt, no.
And I mean, through your comments, you
No.
said that, you talk a lot of shit is what you said.
But I'm just like outside and calling her,
Okay.
Saying something like that, being verbally disrespectful, but not threatening. No.
Okay.
It's like you said, we have a job to do. You have 3 kids of your own. One of this happened to one of your kids, how would you want us to handle it?
As best as you can to try to figure out who did it. So I'm just stuck here not even knowing that it was me. With no proof that it was me, I'm just stuck here.
You get a bond set for the charges.
I'm bonded, I can't afford.
No. All we can do at this point, like I said, we contact the district attorney's office and provide them with the information, and that's why we had the warrants issued for you yesterday. Okay? Now, if something changes, everything will be revisited, but at this point, based on the victim identifying you, we collected quite a bit of evidence, and we're still collecting evidence. And that's why we wanted to come talk to you. Okay? Give you the opportunity to give us your side. Because everything we've got right now points directly at you.
Because we broke up and he said it was me.
Whether y'all broke up or not, or were together at the time, the fact that you were identified You know, I mean, and like I described, is almost as a dying declaration. You know, and at this point, with him being on life support, that's what we have to go with. Now, if we can prove that it wasn't you, we will do that as well. Because obviously we don't want an innocent person convicted. But based on the information we have at this point in time during the investigation, you are the prime suspect. And through the investigation, we'll either prove, one, that yes, it was you, or two, that no, it wasn't you. And we'll go whichever direction that leads us. I mean, obviously, if I come up and, you know, we discover that, you know, somebody else did this, obviously we're going to do everything in our power to get you out and clear your name from this. But at the same time, if we continue to build evidence that proves that it was you, then understand you will be prosecuted to the full extent of the law. But at this point in the investigation, this is where we're at. You know, we're not saying that you're a bad person or that anything like that. We're saying that based on the information that we have, this is where we are. And, you know.
When was the last time that Cargin cheated on you?
I don't know, to be honest with you.
When's the last time that you know about it?
I mean, I feel like you've been cheating all the time we've been together.
None of the guys that he ever cheated on you with, you ever get mad?
I don't know. I don't personally know any of the people that.
Just people that he would find somewhere and hook up or.
Yeah.
Okay.
People from his past.
Can you think of anybody that would want to hurt him? Give us a direction to go.
I don't. I mean, I can't. If I told you anything than what I'm telling you, then I'd be lying.
Yeah, and obviously don't want that.
I don't know anybody. Me, as I said personally, I don't know. I don't know. Like, I don't go through Cargin's phone, so I don't know who he talks to or who he,
Right.
who he conflicts with. All I know is the other day when I was riding with Adrian is when I found out he had an argument with the girl on Friday. And she wanted to beat him up, and then the girl from the jump. That's all I know. I don't know, like, mine and Carter's relationship consisted of me going to work and coming home. Anything that we did it. Anything that I did, he was always there. When Carter did his stuff, he went and did his stuff, so I don't know.
Sure.
When Carter would be on the phone having in-depth conversations with people, Carter would go outside. Carter would walk away or go in the bathroom and close the door. So I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. We've almost been together a year. I only know a handful of his friends, the people that he socializes with. I don't know everybody. I don't know.
You never asked for names whenever you found out he was cheating on you?
I did. I only know the one person that I know. Well, the person he said that he slept with and got the STD. That's the only person
Who was
that
that?
I know, and that was Rocky. That's the only, and that's the person he had been with in the relationship. And based on the conversation between him and Rocky, in the text messages, Rocky said that he didn't get the STD from him. So I don't, like I'm saying, I don't know.
And that was back around February or March.
He cheated in December, and I discovered that we had the STD like in February, I think it was.
Was that just a normal checkup and it got caught?
No, I went through his phone, and found some pictures that he had sent of his to a guy that worked at the health department that he used to be in a relationship with. And
Who is that to?
his name was Uriah. URAIH or IAH, one of them, I don't know.
Thank you, because I have just like half, just kind of guess how to spell that. So he said, you went through his phone and saw the picture sent to Uriah.
Of his with the scabs and stuff on it.
Okay. And I guess Uriah told him that.
To make an appointment. Yeah. And that's when I found out. But I really didn't know that it was an actual STD. Him and his sister told me that it was a bacterial infection.
So what direction would you point us in?
I mean, I don't know. I can't, like I just said, to even begin to say it was any particular individual, I would be lying.
Okay.
Because like I said, Cargin had issues here, had issues there. I mean, I don't know anybody that just hates Cargin. And all I know is that his family loved him to death. That's all I know. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, our relationship consisted of me. I only knew certain things. And anytime that I would ask, it would be an issue. So I don't know. He knows everything about me. He knows my mama, my kids, my kids' mama. He knows my entire family. He knows everything about Joe, but I only know so much about Cargin, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know if somebody was pissed. I don't know if one of those girls was pissed off to a point of trying to hurt Cargin. I don't know if Cargin was messing with somebody that may have wanted to hurt him. I don't know. I would be lying. But all I know is that Joe don't have that in him to try and hurt anybody. Not physically like that, you know what I'm saying? I don't. Like I said, the only thing that I got in me is talking shit and trying to, make you feel the same way I feel by either degrading you or something like that. But as far as physically harming, and you can look at, and I have every message from the time we started until the time we stopped on Messenger when we first started talking, and on the text messages, up until this point. Not one time have I ever threatened to hurt Cargin in any kind of physical way. I talk shit, he talk shit, but as far as hurting, one another, no.
And you don't know why he got in an argument on Friday?
I don't.
Let me ask you this.
With the one sister, it was supposed to be, they were on the phone and the sister said something that Cargin didn't agree with, and Cargin started calling her nasty. I don't know. I wasn't there.
Okay.
All I know is what I was being told, what I was hearing from him and Adrian conversing back and forth over the phone. That's all I know.
And was that Adrian's sister he got in an argument?
Adrian's sister on Friday, and then another girl from the job on Wednesday.
Let me ask you this. Who in your family knew that y'all broke up? Did your brother know? Your mom?
Like my mama knew, because he called her and told her, but I never confirmed it with my mama.
Okay.
I never, like I said, I never, because him and my mama conversate. They talk, my mama love him, my kids love him, and I never involved him in that. And when she told me he called and said, I just kind of laughed about it. And I think I called him or texted him and asked him, why did you tell mama that? And I think he told me, he was like, well, she needed to know that we wasn't together. But other than that, my brother I think he may have asked me, hey, why you here? And I can't remember if I told him me and Cargin into it or what the case may be, but as far as any detail, no.
Would your brother be pissed off enough to hurt him
No.
because he hurt you?
No.
You think of anything else that you could tell us, or that it has to help us, prove that it wasn't you?
I mean, you can talk to the people that I talked to. Like, I had to talk, in order for me to stay woke, I had to talk to somebody on the phone. Because I have sleep apnea that bad. I talked to my friend Wavon all the way up until the point of being in T, and the signal dropped, so I didn't have no signal. And I told her that I would text her once I made it into T, and that's what I did.
You didn't talk to anyone on the phone after that, or text?
I mean, I text several people after that.
Okay, in that night.
Yeah.
So how do you think you went to bed?
So in my mama asked me, I sleep in the chair when I go over there, so I don't know what time I may have fell off to sleep, because like I said, and it was after I had took my nephew to drop him off, I know.
But you don't know how long after taking them?
No, not till I fell asleep. Cause like I'm up and down all through the night.
All right. Well,
Do you have any questions for us?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just need to know the process. I need to know. I mean, I don't know. I don't even know where to begin. Like,
well, you've had a bond set, okay? You also, like we talked about in your Miranda warning, you have the right to an attorney, okay? And if you can't afford one, the state will pay for an attorney.
yeah,
We'll give you a court-appointed attorney. And so going forward, there'll also be a court date set or an initial bond hearing set. And so it kind of slows down from this point, okay?
So I mean, when y'all find out that I was at home, I mean, does that change anything? When y'all can prove that I was at home and not anywhere else, does that not change?
If we can prove that, obviously, if we can prove that you weren't involved, at that point, yeah, I mean, obviously, we're gonna contact the court and do what we can to either help you with a bond or get you out of jail, okay? But we're gonna have to prove that you weren't involved, okay? Because like I said, right now, everything we've got is pointing at you.
And all you got is him saying that it was me.
At this point.
Just like what I said earlier, we're still doing warrants and things like that, going through evidence and sending out evidence for testing and things of that nature to keep moving forward. I mean, we didn't just arrest you and then stop working on it.
Yeah, I mean, this is, I've got other detectives that are out pulling video from the area. I mean, there's several things that are going on. So yeah, I mean, if we can prove that it wasn't you, obviously we don't put an innocent person in jail, okay? That's not our goal. Our goal is to find out who it was that doused Gordon and his friend in gasoline and lit them on fire, okay? And understand, if we prove that it was you, like I told you, you'll be prosecuted to the full extent of the law. If we prove that it wasn't you, and if we prove that it was someone else, then that, by all means, we want to clear you, okay? But understand our position at this point, all we have is a person who's on his deathbed saying it was Joe. You know, that's what we have to go with at this point. You know, we look at the history. You were in an argument 2 weeks ago. You're trying to reconcile. He's telling you, no, I don't want anything to do with you. And then later that same night, we see you in town. Okay? You're in Robinson.
I mean, I was in town when we were talking.
Right. You're in town. Okay. We see you at a gas station. And then later that night, he's lit on fire. And before they put him under and put him on life support, he's naming you. And he's saying that you kicked his door in to his bedroom, he saw you, and the next thing he saw was flames. Now, if you're the investigator,
That's all you got to go on.
yeah. You know, and then we see, okay, well, you were in town. And so, you know, we're trying to, you know, everything gets tightened down and tightened down and tightened down to prove your guilt or your innocence. Okay? If I prove you're innocent, we'll be the first one to shake your hand and apologize to you. Okay? Because if it wasn't you, then one of your loved ones is a victim. Okay? And we want to find the person that did it for your benefit as well as for his family.
Right.
Okay? But at the same time, if we prove that it is you, we want to be the ones that put you in prison. Okay? Okay? We're fighting for Corjan. Okay? That's who we're fighting for. Because at this point, he can't speak for himself. Okay? He's fighting for his life right now. Because understand, he's burned over 80% of his body. 3rd-degree burns. His chance of survival is very minimal. That's who we're fighting for. That's why we're doing what we're doing. We have nothing against you at all, okay? We're trying to protect the victim. And if we can prove that you had nothing to do with it, then we'll prove that. Okay? But at the same time, if we prove that it was you, we'll put you under this jail. Okay?
Do you have any more questions for us?
I do. So when I called home yesterday, my sister said she Googled why I was in here because nobody would tell her anything. And she said that on Google or whatever, it says that there were 2 people in the house and a dog died or something.
There are 3 in the house. Well, here's the deal. We don't. Here's the deal. It's an ongoing investigation, and honestly, we're not going to tell the media everything. Okay.
I think that was the first article that
That
went
was
out.
the first, right. And here's the deal. We're not going to release details.
No, that's not. I was
Right.
concerned about the dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of the dogs did.
The husky died. Husky was killed in the fire.
The other one's burned up, but it's still alive.
Shit is horrible.
It was a very ugly scene. Very ugly.
You got any more questions for us? So, one of those warrants that we're doing, it's gonna go through, I'm going through your property that's located here. We're just gonna come through it, see if there's anything of value that would be the case.
Here at the store? I mean,
Yeah, here at the jail. Yeah, I just have to make sure I cover, it's like what he's saying, we have to make sure that we cover every stone. We're trying to prove you're innocent or your guilt. It's not, so we wanna make sure that everything gets looked over that way. If I could say, well, yeah, he wasn't there, and this is how, I wanna give you that benefit of the doubt. But with that being said, we're gonna execute that warrant while we're here. If you don't have any property back there, then you will, because in that property, you're gonna get my card in case you have any future questions, or if you have anything that you can think of that comes up. And there will be a copy of that search warrant that just shows that a judge signed off saying, hey, I could go through any property that you have. Yeah, if you think of anything later on, anything like that, or if something reminds you of something, or if you have any questions, reach out and we'll answer whatever we can for you.
so can I have that code?
Yeah. I was gonna put it in your property.
If you put it there, I won't get it.
There you go.
They're gonna come get you here in just a minute. We'll be here till they come get you. Obviously, if you hear something, also, you text Max a call. Okay? Or, something changes, let us know. And like I told you, if we can prove that you had nothing to do, we'll prove that. But right now, this is where we're at.
Cargin Madison succumbs to his injuries and passes away. The case is now a homicide investigation. When the results of the fire investigation come back, they show the fire started in 2 places, meaning Joe Lloyd couldn't have acted alone. Locals report that Joe had a tight bond with his brother Jason Lloyd. With evidence pointing to his involvement, police charge Jason in relation to Cargin's death. Investigators question him about his role in the fire.
The only difference is that one says record and that one does not.
We got body cams. Yeah, we're good.
This is a small room, and it has where he can be handcuffed, but it's just smaller than that room.
That works. That's all right. We'll make it work.
We're gonna go straight ahead this way. We're gonna go to another room. All right, sir. Yeah, you can move chairs around if you need to.
Thank you.
No problem. I'm gonna close this door.
Thank you. All right, Mr. Lloyd. My name is Detective Mathis. This is Sergeant Young. We're both from the Robinson Police Department. We're going to set up real quick. All right, let's just go over the formalities. I'm gonna read you your rights, all right? And Mr. Lloyd, you have the right to remain silent and not make any statement at all, and any statement that you make may be used against you at your trial. Any statement you make may be used as evidence against you in court. You have the right to have an attorney present to advise you prior to and during any questioning. If you're unable to employ a lawyer, you have the right to have a lawyer appointed to you to advise you prior to and during any questioning. You also have the right to terminate the interview at any time. Do you understand your rights?
Yes, ma'am.
Sorry, I get a little winded, a little quickly.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Mr. Lloyd, can you state your name for me?
Jason Lloyd.
What's your date of birth, Mr. Lloyd? So do you understand why you're here today?
No, man. They told me something about a couple of murder charges.
Alright. So, were you out there the day that your brother got arrested?
Yes, ma'am. And my mom.
Okay. So that is, you got a warrant for arrest for capital murder for that same offense as your brother. So that's why the U.S. Marshals picked you up. He has 3 counts, you have just 1. So, the reason why we're here is because in the investigation, your name has come up as being a co-defendant with your brother that night?
My brother, he was at home and chill.
Your brother was at home and
He
too?
was right now.
Okay. Do you remember what day that was?
I'm gonna let you know, man. I don't.
Okay. So were y'all together all night?
Well, I wasn't together all night, man.
When do you think you two part ways?
Like right at 12ish, I believe, to my son home.
Okay.
Between 11:30 and 12. We left him over there a little bit after 12, and we came back and we went to my mother's house.
Okay. So when you say y'all took your son home, was it you, Willie, and him? Okay. Where does your son live?
It was with his mom in a trailer park in Chig.
Okay. So after y'all dropped him off, y'all went back to your mom's?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Once y'all got to your mom's, what did you do?
We got a restroom, use the restroom, and I went in the kitchen and got something to eat on. And then I asked my brother, could I use his car?
Where did you get on the car?
No.
Where did you get on the car?
I went to the trailer park.
All right, back to where your son was at?
No, ma'am, another trailer park to a friend's house. A lady friend.
All right. All right. What time do you think you took his car?
That was like something like 1:30 or something like that almost.
Okay. What time did you get back home?
In the morning.
In the morning?
Yes, ma'am.
So, is there any reason that there would be people saying that you were with your brother that night in Waco?
I don't know nothing about it.
Is there anything I'm going to find that's going to put you here in Waco?
I don't know. I was with a friend, Brittany, a friend named Brittany. And then after I left from there, I had stopped and by my wife in the house again.
Okay.
You know,
So you're with your friend Brittany at that trailer park and then you stopped by?
we went to the store and stuff, yes, ma'am.
Okay. But you have no idea as to why?
No, I really don't.
Okay. Do you know where Cargin lived?
No, ma'am, I don't.
How many times have you met Cargin?
Once or twice, I believe.
Okay, so it's not like y'all hung out fairly often with your brother or anything like that?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
He was always working.
Okay.
I was going to stay to myself, though. And then I ain't know too much. And then being with other people out there. My brother, that shit been in some relationship stuff, you know what I mean? Whenever I got a chance to see him, I see him. But other than that, I'm always to myself. I got a daughter.
Okay.
I've been having my own issues, family issues and stuff. So
Alright.
my daughter, I had a daughter that passed away in 2015, so I've been dealing with that crisis now still. So,
I'm sorry to hear that.
you know, so.
Alright.
But I always heard good things about the dude, you know what I mean? That's it.
Yeah. But you say your brother stayed out with your mama that night? No other car that he could have taken to get here?
No other car.
Okay.
Well, what was supposed to happen though?
So a fire was started and 3 people were in the house and it killed one of the people. So 2 people were actually doused with fire.
What?
Yeah, were set on fire.
What the fuck?
So,
What?
and the problem is we got a dying declaration for one of them saying that your brother was the one with them, and then we have other witnesses saying that, even him saying that he was with you that night.
Who?
Your
My
brother.
brother was with me.
Yeah, no, but that y'all were here.
No.
And y'all were going over the house.
My mom's house. No, ma'am.
Okay. So that's why I said, that's why your names come up in this, is because even your brother saying that y'all 2 were together up until He said the same thing about 12:30, but with witnesses and everything else, and with that dying declaration, everyone's saying that y'all two are together.
Man, I don't know now. I have no reason to lie about that. I ain't never had no problem with the man. Like I said, I only met him like once or twice. I know we went on one family outing. It was haunted house thing with the kids. It was me, my sister, my brother. And that was my first time meeting him.
How was your brother taking the breakup?
Well, to be honest with you, I didn't really know they had broke up until my mama said something to me about it.
Okay.
And then, like I say, he was going back and forth from Dallas, working in Dallas, at Popeyes in Dallas.
Okay.
I stayed with my cousin up there. So other than that, I mean, I seen him on Facebook or whatever. About him being in the press or something, he said.
Okay.
They was like feeling down and out about it, his relationship status, I guess.
Yeah.
But other than that, when him coming to me and talking to me about anything like that, like, cause he ain't never been the one to come talk to me. I mean, like I say, I always been a little black sheep of the family and stayed to myself. I don't bother nobody.
Yeah, question?
Mr. Lloyd, I don't know if we did this or not, I'm Sergeant Young, Robert, police department, obviously.
Yes, sir.
Number one, I appreciate you talking to us.
Yes, sir.
Okay? And I understand you've been down before.
Yes, I've been pretty good.
Right. I've been doing this a long time. And you know this from inmate convict. I'm not gonna lie to you, okay? Cause you're a grown man. I mean, I'm not gonna do that to you. Out of respect for you, I don't know you from just met you, okay? And I'm gonna give you all respect as a grown man.
Yes, sir.
We're not gonna ask you a question that we don't have the answer to already, okay?
Yes, sir.
Capital murder is a very serious offense. You've been there, you know.
So the two things you can get from that is that death penalty or life in prison.
Yes, sir.
And there's 2 more charges that could be pushed out.
There's 2 more, because it's all a single incident, okay? As of right now, you should know that if we don't have a lot of good information,
Yes, sir.
we wouldn't issue a warrant for your arrest. We wouldn't be here today. With that being said, through cell phone records, through GPS locations, through video from gas stations and other businesses along the route to where this took place, we put your cell phone in the area, okay? We can put your brother's car in the area and a vehicle that he borrowed in the area, okay? That's why we're here today.
But why would I be charged with something?
You were also picked out of a photo lineup as someone who was in the area that night or that morning, that early morning.
I didn't know, sir.
Okay. What I'm saying is, you said that your brother was empty with your mom at your mom's house. Y'all were together. The time frame, and I'm not holding you down to it was 12:33 or like that. I'm not doing that to you. Just so that you're aware. Okay. We've got his phone.
Yes, sir.
In Waco, Texas, America. At the time you're saying y'all were in T. Okay. we've got other witnesses saying that he was in Waco. They physically saw him talk to him in Waco at these times, and we can prove that by his phone hitting cell towers in the area. Now, a cell phone can jump from here to there, but a cell ain't gonna ting off of a tower in Teague or in Groesbeck if it's, if it's in Waco and vice versa. Well, I'll tell you, this is a very good opportunity for you right now. And I want to be as truthful and as honest and upfront with you as I can, as we can, as Detective Mathis can. I want to give you every opportunity that we can to help yourself, because the district attorney's office would not have issued a warrant for your arrest if they didn't believe they had enough to go to grand jury for an indictment and to go to trial.
I understand that. But
Just, I mean, I understand family's family, and I get that. But I just want you to understand that.
I'm talking about the business, though,
I mean, that's kind of where we're at.
Remind me of stuff,
Well, like I said, you're mixed up in it because of the witnesses. People picking you out. But on top of that, I mean, you even just said that you took his car.
Yeah, I did have his car.
But we have his car
In Waco.
in Waco.
When I wasn't in Waco, though. I was
Well,
in a trailer park in Teague. At my friend Brittany's house.
his car, your phone, his phone,
My phone.
all hitting in Waco.
During the time of the arson and the time of the murder.
I ain't doing none of that, sir. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I understand, I'm just saying.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying, because I have no reason to. None whatsoever.
I just,
And I don't understand why I would be, like I say, y'all just doing your job. I understand that. I respect it. At the same time, though, like I said, it was a life lost, but I ain't, I had no reason to. None.
well, then can you explain to us why your brother's car was in Waco, if you have it, and why your phone and his phone were in Robinson?
What phone
During
is
this time.
Like, what, I'm not being no smart ass.
No,
What phone of mine do y'all have, though, that say that I was in your area?
Your 25.
That phone, I ain't gonna lie to you, was recently replaced. I know that, and it's because the phone
we
was lost.
know that, yeah, and
Yeah.
it was replaced after all this.
It was, no, sir, I ain't gonna lie to you. I didn't have the phone then.
You didn't have the phone then?
No, around this time, whatever you're talking about, no, sir.
When did you get that phone?
I lost it. I got a new phone, with the same number, though.
Alright,
I never changed my number.
okay.
You know what I mean? I try not to, because I keep the same number. I've been trying to keep it over the years. I don't like changing my number like that. But I'm just being honest with y'all, man. Like I say, man.
And that's all we're asking.
Yes, sir.
You know,
I should go a long way. But I don't understand how or why.
yes.
I don't know if that's this one or the next one.
I don't know. Crazy. Nobody.
Yes.
Which one?
You know which one? You know which vehicle? I guess.
It's either white or black.
Yeah, is it white one or black one?
Yeah, I'll get it back over there right now. I'll let you know. I'll check on the phone.
Sorry.
Yeah, Mr. Lloyd, I'm not gonna lie to you. I said, but it is what you all, it does me no good to lie to you.
Ain't doing wrong.
You know, and that's why we're here to give you the opportunity to, anything that you know, that could help you, so. Okay.
they gonna move it?
So now I'm getting charged with capital murder. That's crazy, man. I always defend myself all the time, man. People out because I have I guess you say a background. My brother got killed in '07. And I kind of lost it a little bit. And I took a lot of frustration. I ain't got a lot of people behind me. And it got me like a reputation on. Not bullying nobody, but at the same time, I didn't have nobody to go to. My brother was shot and killed. But at the same time, so it's like the streets. I just doing drugs and shit like that. I have health problems, but at the same time though,
Well, I know. You can only imagine losing one brother. It feels like for family, losing family.
I know what it feels like to lose my brother, my daughter. I mean, I know what this is like, I mean, it's a friend to everybody, regardless how you look at it. I ain't saying that in a negative way, but I just like, it's just, man, I don't understand, like, sometimes. Sometimes I find myself, people put me in a situation.
Yeah.
That I can explain myself, justify my actions, but at the same time though, it's the only thing I can do is justify them. It's my word as a man, that's it.
Yeah. I mean, is there a reason why you think they would say you were with them?
No, I don't at all. I don't even know why they would say he was. I don't understand that. Because what they said, that it was an ex-boyfriend, so they immediately thought that it was him. Why would they do that?
The ex-boyfriend said he did it.
No, I'm talking about my brother.
Yeah.
That's him being the ex-boyfriend, and they accusing him of doing it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Not the other way around. Like I said, I didn't speak. I don't none of that. Stay until my mom. My mom got arthritis in the spine bad, so I mean that's what I was helping my mom. I just put capital murder, man. It's right.
There's nothing you can think of why, why the car would be here, why the car, why his phone, why any of it would be here.
No lie to you, man. I was with me. I was with my wife, my family. And then I'm gonna make sure I have it because we want to take my mama grocery shopping in the morning. I seen a white truck pass by. I was sitting in the car playing the game on my phone. And I seen a black SUV pass by. And then my brother asked me, he said, come on, bro, where you at? I said, I've been outside playing the game on my phone. And he said, no, I just went to the house. Use the restroom. My mama sitting outside on the porch, and my brother coming out, and we see all these vehicles pulling up. That's it. It was marchers, they pointing guns and hollering. My brother laid down. I don't remember my mom was sick crying, so I was upset, you know, same time, I let them do their job. I can't do nothing better. Respect them to do their job. Yeah. And my daughter, my daughter.
What's Brittany's last name? Your wife is
Latoya.
what?
That trailer park over there. It's Kilgore's the trailer park and my wife stays in it.
Kilgore?
Yes, and the other one is I believe that's what it's called. That's what they call it. But the man that was through it on them. I'm explaining to my daughter, yeah. And I ain't gonna be able to find out. I already know that, man. My brother bond is like $1.5 million.
Well, like I said too, your brother also has 3 charges against him right now.
Look, I ain't never been charged on shit like that. I ain't never done it.
You know, you've never risen to this level of charge.
I ain't never been about it like this, man.
Yeah. You know, that's, you know.
I have a hospital, like my voice scared. I get loud because I want to be heard. Because I'm used to not being heard. Why? Because I'm big or whatever. I'm used to not being heard though. And so, yeah. But
do you know why your brother's ex would say he did it?
like I said, I didn't know they was having problems. I ain't like that at all. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I can't lie about it. I can't tell you nothing if I don't know about it, like for real. Come on.
Is there anything that you can think of or tell us that would shine some light on why you're here today or why your brother's here?
No, that's why I asked you. Why would I be accused of something? You said people saying my name with my brother. I ain't, no, none of that. I don't understand. I'm being serious though.
You know, and I'm trying to figure out, you know, how the car got here.
And it was her, you know what I'm saying? I'm being honest, it was in chill. Never came down, I ain't never come down here with the car. In the car, no sir, none of that.
I mean, did Joe have people that hate him that much that they would say his car was here and he was in his car? And, that you know of? I mean,
my brother's a godly man, like he always in church. Always in church. So I don't know what he do on his time.
right.
I'm just being honest with you, man. Cause me and my brother.
Well, you say you're the black sheep of the family,
We
so.
didn't have that brother, like that brother that we love. So now he was, you know, so he was always out. He's been on his own since he was 13, man. Out of the house. He ain't never came to me about no problems or nothing.
Just, okay.
I had another investigator. There's an investigator called me and talked to me about the same thing y'all talking to me right now.
Who was that?
I ain't gonna lie to you, I can't remember his name, but he called me like, he a private investigator or something.
Okay. When did you talk to him?
He called like, it was like a week or two after my brother was arrested. Something like that.
No one that you can think of that would want to blame you and your brother for something like this?
I don't miss him.
Not even just someone that he would know, but just someone that would even doesn't like you that's trying to blame both of you guys.
They would have that much hate for you?
I don't know nobody down here like that. Wait, nowhere in this area. I don't fool with nobody. I stay at home. For somebody to sit there and put my name in something like that, it's just not really ain't cool at all. Cause I don't bother nobody like that. I don't, no. I talk to you. But if I had a problem, I had no problem with them. I ain't never had a problem with them because I barely knew them. That's it. The last thing I knew they were doing together was having a baby. They had a baby shower and all this stuff. That was it. That's the only thing I knew about the last time they was actually together.
Right.
All the family went over there, but I didn't go over there. I stay to myself. Because I know I do have a lot of issues with myself.
And that's fine. We all do.
That's all. That's all.
You know.
Man, oh man. I don't know. No idea. I don't know none of his friends or none of that. You said something about borrowing a car.
Yeah.
Why would you have been borrowed? That's what the officer, investigator asked me. Something about a car being borrowed. Like if somebody could he have borrowed someone's car and went to Waco? Or if somebody, somebody could have came and picked them up or something like that. I told him, man, no, sir. No, not at all. I'm sorry for my family, but I have my condolences to his man and family and everything. I just don't know why am I being accused or something like that. And I ain't do nothing. I ain't been around him, man. Wasn't even down here. Was in T, man. Why would somebody accuse me of that? You know what I mean? Yeah. And I don't even mess with nobody. I'm afraid. My daughter, she looks up at me like crazy, man. I can't even lie. I come a long way. I should go this way, man, for real.
I mean, it looks like you've been staying pretty clean.
I stay out of trouble.
How old's your daughter?
She's 17, I was 10.
Yeah.
And understand, Mr. Lloyd, if we discover something that clears you, we'll be the first one to call the DA's office and do what we can to, clear your name.
True.
Okay? I mean,
I ain't have no attorney. I don't have no attorney, no nothing. I ain't got no money. I wasn't expecting none of this to happen. To be honest with you.
I mean, like I said, if we find something to show that you weren't here, didn't do it, didn't have anything to do with it, didn't know anything about it, we'll be the first ones to help get you out of here. Okay? But some understand, judges take murder in general very serious.
I understand.
Take capital murder very serious. And if there wasn't enough information to justify,
I heard what you're saying, sir.
I mean, I just, we didn't do this lightly.
I understand you, man.
We get people we're taking away your freedom right now.
I have no way, man. This is,
I've been doing this over 32 years. I don't like to take any man's freedom,
that's like, yes, sir.
okay? I don't. But understand that if something changes, you hear something,
Oh,
You know,
I say, just let us know. If you talk to someone hears something, I mean, just,
you hear somebody run their head, somebody calls you, or whatever.
I'm here, something if I'm in here.
y'all get phone calls, mail.
Phone calls, mail, and all that, but I'm just, if you need to talk, call us. Okay?
Tell you, right? Talk like hell, shit, bro.
Yeah.
Come in here, man.
I mean, I wish I could tell you more.
I'm in that fucking medication now. My psych med for real, like, man. It's crazy, man. I don't know, man. I might get a phone call tomorrow. I don't think it's bull. It's just me trying to still ask y'all the same damn questions I'm asking.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like, man, what the fuck?
Yeah, man, on your end, I'm sure you're just blown away right now. I wish I had some better answers for you.
Too far, man. Too far, man. Too far to be sitting in the jailhouse with the couple murder squads. Straight in my life. One was like about my daughter.
Do you have any questions for us?
Why me? Why me?
I'm sure you got a million questions running through your mind right now, and I'm sure your mind's just spinning right now.
Why me? Why am I there?
I mean, and that's, and that's why I want you to understand, I mean, and that's why we keep asking, is there somebody who hates you enough?
A lot of people, a lot of people, to be honest, like I said, a lot of people just like me, like where I'm from. But at the same time, though, I don't know these people. I had to find out through other people that come around me that, oh, such don't like you. Well, why not? I haven't done nothing to them for them not to like me. But it's something on my past that sit there and have people not liking me. And I got to tell them, I said, man, I will apologize. The man who shot and killed my brother, he used to think that I was coming to get him for revenge all the time. Man, I sit there and looked at that man and told him, man, I forgive you, bro. For real. From the bottom of my heart, I forgive you because, hey, I would probably do the same thing if somebody was trying to break into my house. If that was the case. I would do the same thing, so I can't blame you. So don't put yourself down and put yourself through something. Because he got on heroin real bad. And,
They don't know what they're doing on it.
no, not my brother, but
No,
the dude that shot and killed my brother.
Oh,
Yeah, a lot of issues behind him, man, but I did not give him no, I seen him not too long ago, he got out of prison. I told him, I said, man, I'm glad to see you home, man. You gotta be forgiven, because I expect to be forgiven. I just don't know, man, about this, man, y'all, bro. It's just fucking crazy. I ain't never met this man, family, no nothing. do. For real.
At this point, I mean, probably something comes up that we can eliminate you, but at this point, it's, you know.
What you mean? If pray to something that can eliminate me.
Yeah, I mean, well, eliminate you from this, you know, get you, you know.
So it
prove-
clears you,
that
clear,
clears
yeah,
you-
it clear, it says you weren't
that
here.
proves you're innocent. And like I told you, if we come across that, we'll be on the phone calling the judge. We need to get Mr. Lloyd out of jail today. You know,
But you saying, yo, if you come across it like that, I ain't did nothing though.
it's gonna get into, you know, proving that, you know, if somebody else comes up and it's proven that somebody else did this, and we can eliminate you from the case, we'll do that. You know, if we find out that somebody's lying or, you know, I mean, not everybody's truthful.
I understand. I heard you on it, but if you mean if somebody come up and tell you that somebody else did it, like,
Or if I prove that, you know, Joe over here did this and it wasn't you, and if I can prove it's not you, then I'll be the first one calling the DA's office and say, hey, drop this charge and get that man out of here and get him back to his family.
that's what needs to happen, because I ain't do this shit, man. For real.
You know, I mean, unfortunately, right now, at this time, it's pointing at you and your brother. Everything so far is, I mean, that's where we stand right now. Unfortunately.
Yeah. I'm sorry, man, but I'm out here for real. Well, somebody accused me of this.
You know, okay, there's nothing personal against you from us, from our standpoint. We have to go where evidence leads us to. And
You saying evidence leads out to me?
To you and Joe.
To you and Joe. You call him Joe, you call him Willie.
I got him Little Joe,
Little Joe, okay.
my brother.
As of right now, everything is pointing, you know, obviously initially it pointed directly at him. And once everything slowed down, we start looking into everything more in depth and start tracking down stuff and looking at more stuff and getting more data in. It's spread out and included you in that web.
That's how they included me in that though, man. That could have included me or him being a boyfriend, the ex-boyfriend. Not being there. Me being a brother. Not being there. Wow. How did it? Y'all talked to my brother, right?
We did.
He told y'all I had his car. But none of this went on with the car when I had it. Man. I'm telling you, I ain't never had no incidents or nothing like this occur. And then you say the young man that the deceased young man, right? Said you witnessed with my brother.
By name, with skin dripping off of his body. Said Joe did this. Said Joe came in and lit me on fire. To an officer on camera 80% burns on his body. And when you're in that kind of pain and shock, that's not, when you believe you're dying, why would you lie?
I said, well, because I'd be in a situation like this.
You know,
I know how it feels to be burned. You see my hands and shit. I know what I'm saying. I'm secondary burns, but I mean, other than that, though, sad. Oh, I would, Jesus shit.
when you're burned from your head past your thighs, second, third degree burns.
It's hard, man, but damn.
And you ask somebody what happened, and he looks you dead in the eye and says, Joe came in my house and lit me on fire.
That's what that man said.
And in his mind, he was dying or dead or as good as dead. But she ended up,
He wanted to die.
yeah,
He was done. He was ready.
he knew.
He knew it was going to kill him.
Huh.
That's how much pain he was in. Because he was still walking around, but kept saying, I want to give up. I want to die.
He was walking around?
He was walking around the front yard.
Shock's one hell of a thing.
Yeah.
Shock's one hell of a thing.
Shock, adrenaline.
Yeah, I've been shot before and everything, and shock one and shock you.
But he wholeheartedly, he knew he was going to die.
That's fucked up. Oh, somebody do that like that and then turn around. That's somebody just like that. I just look at it as my brother being an ex-boyfriend type. So therefore, I feel like they would automatically say like, I don't know what they was having, if they was having words or anything. So if that was the lead up to that, then I would see why they would say that was my brother.
Yeah.
But my brother wasn't, no.
And you say you've been burned?
Oh yeah, my hands recently, just recently. My hands and my palm, my ankles down here, my leg, side of my leg, it feels like, my leg is still, like, it's all, it's still swollen. I don't tell them, second degree burn though, it was from grease fire though. So, and I didn't think, my shit still swollen, so it won't go down for some reason. I don't know why.
What the doctor say?
I had to wrap it up and told me to keep it elevated. It's a second degree burn. And it keeps swelling up. I'm not diabetic, so I don't know why they keep swelling up. I got a bone, some kind of bone.
Like a bone chip?
I had broke my foot.
Like a bone spur or something with the calciums.
Yeah, something like that. They said it's been like that for a while. But I had a wreck and, like 2 years ago, me and my wife, I rode the car. And I locked this foot up under the dashboard and held my wife. So she wouldn't get hurt. And it messed my foot up. But I had an MRI and everything. I'm so bad when it's a doctor, so I don't like the doctors. I see my brother, and the doctor said, well, let me breathe in. And then my daughter the same way.
When did all that happen?
This right here? Yeah, this year. Just a couple of months ago. A few months ago. I took my hand, like, I say, at my mother-in-law's house, my wife's house. She left something burning on the stove. I happened to smell it come out of the room. Right. Black smoke everywhere. And I didn't know if it had, whether it was in the pot, but But when I picked it up, the grease had caught fire. And I didn't want to just throw it down, so I held it like a dumbass. Threw it in the sink.
Yeah.
But it saved everybody. I mean,
Does it have?
Yeah,
Yeah, it was a good thing, because if you would have thrown it down and then it.
Yeah.
it was a good thing. So I looked at it like this, I mean, but I got burnt a little bit, hurt like this.
A couple months ago.
Yeah, a few months ago, this now.
Yeah.
Maybe more, a few months, I say a few months, I mean,
Yeah.
but I had went to the emergency room and everything. So I had to leave a job to pick me up. I don't mean to go so good, but I don't, like burning wise, I mean, it just.
Yeah, burns aren't fun.
No,
Yeah.
and that was my first time ever been burned, so.
Yeah, they're definitely painful, that's for sure.
I mean, I am totally sorry though, for real, like what was going on with this man, family and everything. I can't, I don't know, man. Fuck, man. And the officer told me earlier, they were like, man, think about yourself when you're going to think about my life, like think about myself, but at the same time, though, I'm my brother. I mean, I'm not gonna sit up here and hide it. I mean, I don't mean that's what it is.
That's a camera.
I know, I'm not trying to knock it off.
No, they vibrate,
Oh.
like to tell us they're still running, and then it vibrated stuff off.
That's it, man. I see you shaking your head over there.
Oh, it's, you know what the burns feel like, and
Not like third, I mean, first degree, but second degree, it's still burning.
absolutely.
Period.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
It hurt, period, man. And, you know, like I say, I don't know. I couldn't do nobody like that, man. Wouldn't do nobody like that. Never did nobody like that. So, man, that's not no.
Right.
My brother, I said my brother go to church all the time. He's always in church. You can always hear the good thing about you. You know what I mean? I done been to the rock bottom doing drugs, you know what I mean? All that, man. So,
Trying to do right.
yeah, man, that's it.
I got you.
I mean, but yeah, I'm sorry we got the murder now. Just because somebody's saying something about it, right?
And not just because all the evidence right now is leading to you and your brother.
Yeah, man. Right now, everything is pointing.
I heard what you're saying, but ain't no way, man. So wait a minute, even though I have like I say, where I was at, that is not gonna help me or nothing. There's no kind of credibility or nothing.
Well, no, we have to talk to him first.
Right, I mean, that's, all we can base off of is what we have in front of us.
That's what I heard.
You know, I mean, but we need to know, you know, you told us you were with your brother going here, dropped your son off, and you took his car, and you went to your wife's house.
I went to my
To
friend's
your
house.
friend's house.
And then your wife's house.
And then your wife's house, and so, you know, but
I went home.
that way we can, you know, we need to prove that you were there,
Yes, sir.
okay? So we've got to be able to prove that you're where you say you were and not where everybody else and everything else is telling us you were.
Yes, sir.
So, you know, and that's what I'm saying. I mean, if we can prove you were there and not in Robinson
Yes, sir.
or Waco,
Yes, sir.
you know, I mean, yeah, I mean, that's definitely gonna look good for you, obviously.
Yes, sir.
And that will definitely help you. But we gotta prove that first. Right now, what we can prove with everything that we've got so far to this point is that you weren't in Teague, you were in Waco and Robinson area during this time frame. And you didn't get back to Teague until
It was like
4 o'clock in the morning.
3:30.
3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning. So, you know, that's what we can prove right now, that yes, your brother was here, he went back to Teague, and then he's back here, and your signals are shown to be in this area. And then around 3:30, y'all both back in T.
And you say what time?
Around 3:30
When around 3:30 what?
is when y'all are back in T.
I ain't never never seen though.
And I understand, man, and I hear what you're saying, but the information that we have through cell tower information and everything else is showing that you and your brother were in Waco, Texas,
It's crazy, man.
from midnight till
Huh?
2:30, 3 o'clock.
What?
Yeah.
No. See, I would have to, I don't know how to explain that part. Like you say, the cell phone tower pinging thing or whatever.
Right.
But no, man.
I mean, it's like, we knew where you were, like this week. We knew where you were throughout the night.
Throughout the night. Ain't too many places I go though.
Yeah. But anytime you moved, or you got a phone call, or you got a text message, or you looked at your phone.
You talking about where it got pinged, whatever you got.
Right. It showed that, it popped up, you were in, you were closer to Fairfield, then you was closer to Tig, and, closer to Groesbeck.
It showed your GPS location and all this shit. Which I got that afterwards. All this going on, y'all got my phone pinged in. Why ping it in?
So that's, I'm sorry?
Why would y'all try to put a GPS on my phone after all this going on? To see where I be at for real?
Yeah.
I know, I don't get it.
Well, because we tracked from before this occurred until when they picked you up an hour ago. So that, we know where you're at, what you're doing, what you're doing.
Recently we have people, identity detail shit. I'm a victim of it, put it that way. But, phones and shit that I recently had, that's crazy, man. I wouldn't know how to explain it to you, but, for me to explain it to you, and the way I know how to explain it, it would be like, it would be hard for me to describe certain things because of the people that I be around. They don't, they drug users, but they still, and they know how to phones and know how to hack into shit, really. So, I was like, man, it was a female that stole the phone.
Well, let me ask you this, okay, based on that pretense, she stole your phone.
I have more than one, like a device over, but,
Yeah, we know how many you got.
I have many. Three phones.
Well, they're attached to you, at least.
Well,
But.
3 devices, like with my.
Yeah.
Right, 3 devices. But let's say if, your pretense, she took your phone, okay?
I haven't had just my email stolen. Anybody can get your email and put it on the device, and it'll show up as you wherever you want to be. I ain't touch the. I ain't trying to just.
No, right. But why would somebody that stole your phone, okay?
Yeah.
Why would that person be?
I didn't say that.
Well, I'm that's what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
How would your phone make it to Robinson, Texas, and then back to T?
I have no idea. I didn't have my phone show up that I was in a whole nother area, and I was not at the same time. I had to show my mother there, or when my wife looked. You would say I was cheating on you, but look at where I'm at. Where I'm at right now, it's showing that I'm in a whole nother town, but I'm still right here in your face. And that's God honest truth, though. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And I ain't trying to, I'm not trying to be no smart ass.
I'd throw, if I was sitting in your chair, I'd be throwing anything out that I could to help you
True,
figure
I'm
out
talking
yourself.
about,
Yeah, I mean, and that's, you know, and that's all we're asking for. That's what I say, you know, you're gonna have time, if something comes to you, call it number, if you don't have any time on the phone, you tell one of the jailers, and they'll get a message to us.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, that's not a problem.
I know he's following.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, that's, if something comes up, call us. We'll be more than happy to come out here and talk to you. Okay?
I said probably the same thing. Like, I don't know, I don't understand. I don't. I ain't done nothing to nobody. I ain't talking about it.
Well, if we come up with something else, we may come back out and talk to you if you're willing to talk to us. Okay?
I told the other man, I'm always willing to talk. I'm a lifer. You know what I mean? I don't have
Oh, yeah.
nothing to hide, man, for real.
We'll get you. You haven't been booked in yet or anything?
No, he's been put down.
Okay.
But the judge will be showing up soon.
Yeah, we'll get you out here, make sure that you can get to see Judge today.
I don't know if y'all ever had anybody else or anything like that. I don't know. Man, I was doing crazy. I just don't get a bond. I don't know what to say, man, for real, man. 'Cause I don't.
Well, and right now, you're kinda in shock too.
You can tell.
Yeah.
Like, man,
Yeah. And I don't blame you. I mean, I would be too.
I ain't never been accused of nothing like that. I done been questioned before in the past about my cousin. He liked to run off at times, and his sister told the laws that I might have done something to him. And I was like, well, no, why would I do something to him? It's like a room like this, but in Limestone County. When I was in jail, years ago. And I'm like, well, no, why would I do something to my cousin? I mean, so like, that's nonsense. I would never do nothing to my cousin out of the way like that. I love my family. I love my family, trust me. I would never do nothing to hurt none of my family. I mean, I do enough hurting them by doing what I do. What if I send drugs and this shit? But no, I wouldn't do nothing. No. I couldn't, man. And I would not do nothing to no one else that I don't know nothing about. And that man there, like I said, I met him twice at the most, man. Once, like I say, the family outing, and then I met him again. They came and ate and rolled back. That's what I meant. Hey, look, I had no problem with the man.
Well, I mean, and like I say, I mean, I knew that you were squared away. I mean, I talked to guys over there, you know, they knew you. You know.
So a lot of people get you wrong, like,
Well, no, and I'm talking about the sheriff's office.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I talked to Rousey.
Sonny Rousey?
Yeah, I talked to Rousey. I've known Rousey for 20-some years. He told me, he said, no, he's, you know, squared away dude. He told me he was big.
Oh, man, but they can make it seem like I'm somebody that I'm not.
Yeah, but I mean, he said, no, I said, no issues, you know. He said, as far as he knew, you've been doing good.
I have, man.
So, you know, and that's, I mean, he was kind of surprised. He said he grew up with y'all.
He did.
You good people.
He did. But I don't do this like much. I ain't emotional, like I ain't like that, you know what I mean? But I keep it in check, you know, and deep down and just, it's not good. I used to talk to a street and everything. But you know, it's not good to hide. I mean, keep emotional, I mean, to let it out, but I don't have a problem with it. I've been having a problem with this and my brother got killed though. I don't like it. I like crying child.
You do you. You know.
I'm sorry.
No, there's nothing for you to be
Yeah,
sorry
I'm
about.
sorry.
I'm saying I can't help it.
I got you. I mean,
Just know we're not done working on the case. When we leave here, we're still working on it. This is not
it's
gonna
not
just.
like we're not gonna wait till you in trial. No, we're not gonna. It ain't gonna be like that.
Yeah, it's not like alright, we arrested you, no, we're done now. That's not how.
Yeah, the case is nowhere. It ain't here closed.
Yeah.
We're continuing to work on it, and you know, like I said, if we can prove you're innocent, we'll make sure you get out.
I would appreciate it, man, for real, cause man,
I mean, you know, like I say, Shannon tell me you're a good dude. I'm gonna take him at his word, because I know it. I've worked for Shannon for 8 years. I worked with the sheriff over there for 20. He started his career after me. So, you know, people make mistakes. It happens.
But your past is your past. We're worried about
I feel
this.
And if I can keep from taking your future away, I'll be more than happy to do that. I really will. Because the last thing I want to send somebody is send somebody to jail that don't need to be there. Especially somebody that's trying to get their life squared away.
That's what I've been doing. You know, like, man.
And I say, and that's the other thing. If you can't get a hold of us, you get a hold of Shannon somehow, and Shannon get a hold of me. Okay.
I'm actually getting charged with capital murder.
And like I told you when we got started, Mr. Lloyd, that's all they want to charge you with right now. If the evidence continues to go away, just so that you know, there's also 2 charges that be the same as your brother's looking at of attempted capital murder. Because they're still alive. As of right now.
Wow.
You know, I mean, but yeah, as of right now today, the only thing the DA wanted to charge you was the capital murder, and not the 2 attempted.
Like I said, if we find out some more, we'll come back down here and talk to you. Thank you for talking with us, Mr. Lloyd. Got a camera off.
Jason Lloyd and Joe Lloyd each pleaded guilty to murder and attempted capital murder. Jason was sentenced to 2 concurrent 40-year terms. Joe was sentenced to 2 concurrent terms of life in prison.